Hi, Tracy. Can you hear me okay? I know you can't see me, but just let me know if you can hear me. You're on YouTube. Thanks for joining me on YouTube. How are you? Where are you? Are you warm? Are you cold? I'm freezing. We'll just let a few more people join us. Hello, lovely Katrine. And, oh, Elizabeth from North Carolina. Hello. Right, okay, I'm going to come in. Let me... Hey! Hello, everyone. I'm all wrapped up today. It's freezing. I've just been trying to warm my glue up in front of the heater. Nona, hello. And sorry, I don't know who the Facebook user is. It doesn't give me your name. I think because you're probably in the group or that we're not friends or something. But we'll just let a few more people join. So, how are you all? Have you had a good week? Have you been crafty? Hello, Mel O'Neill. And Jacqueline, hello again. Thanks for joining me. Ooh, lots of you. Wendy's here as well. Hi, Kelly. So all the usual suspects this week. Thank you all. Hi, Alison. I'll just wait a few more minutes. Hello to North Carolina. What time is it? Here it's 7 p.m. So North Carolina, I think you are 5 hours behind, I think, or you might be E7 because you're, I don't know. Oh, Nona's on crutches. That's after you fall, isn't it? How are you doing? I hope you're getting a little bit better. Hello, Ivor. Thanks for joining me. Nice to see you. 18 centigrade in Ottawa. Yeah, it's about the same here, I think. It's not very warm in here today. Hello, Sylvia. Hello, Angie. Okay, stop gloating. Red hot here this past 2 days. That's in Greece, everyone. Yeah, I'm glad it's Friday tomorrow. I am tired this week. I never get bags under my eyes. I've got bags this week. They're like the size of North Carolina's 3 p.m. Okay, so 4 hours. Yeah, because we've gone back an hour, so normally it must be 5 hours then. Hello, Heather. Angie's been colouring gingers. Yay! Hi, Donatella from Rome again. And Sue, hello. Celia, hello. Right, we'll make a start then. So, I have to confess, it's been a bit of a crazy week here. And I have to confess, today's one of those days when I just didn't know what to do. So, it's going to be a grab and go. And it's going to be a grab and go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. So, I've got a little game that we can do. So I literally have no clue what I'm going to do, what I'm going to make or anything. The only thing I do know is that I said I was going to do Copics. And actually I can't because I realised today that I forgot to print all the stuff out. And I could have used stamps. Never thought about that. But I wanted to colour the gingers. But I can't do it because we've only got a laser printer here in the office. So I'll have to do Copics next week maybe. So I'm going to switch cameras. I do have a little bit of news and something to show you, actually. A nice little sneaky surprise. I'm just looking. So Tracy, 14 degrees, refusing to put the heating on yet. I know, look, I actually have, how many? 1, 2, 3. I've actually got a jumper under here. And I've got like a vest top thing on, which is like, oh, I've got to tell you about this site, right? Okay, so we're all of a certain age, or a lot of us are anyway. So if you're of the age where you have those hot summers and those hot moments, you need to go and find a website called Become. I think it's Become, as in Become, It's in the UK, become.com, or it might be .co.uk, and they make menopause clothing. And I found this website a couple of years ago, and they do like tops and like sort of underwear, like night dresses, things like that. And the fabric they use is like this fabric that keeps you cool, but also keeps you warm as well if you're cold. And so I always wear, I have several of them to last me all week. So it's like a little vest top. So it's kind of like a little vest top that I have on, but it's not a vest. It's like a camisole thing, but it's like a vest top. And the fabric is amazing. It's not the cheapest in the world. They weren't cheap, but my goodness, does it work? Well, it works for me, put it that way. So after you've been on here, if you struggle with the heat and the flushes, go and check it out, because I really do recommend it. And I'm not on a commission or anything, but I keep recommending it to people that I know. Right, okay. So yeah, I've got 4 layers on and the heater on in here, and I have turned the heating on at home, but only for like 15 minutes at a time. I just turn it on. We've had a right week. So last week, you know, I broke the sink at the bathroom sink at home. I knocked the mirror into the sink, massive crack like that. I kind of like have temporarily fixed it with a load of resin and stuff. Was hoping that I could do it, but I can't. So I've got that I'm waiting for a new sink to come, so then I can get the plumber in. The other day, Doodles went to open the back door won't open. So anyway, luckily we've had a guy come today, and basically the lock had just shattered inside. So, oh my god, so it's been one of those weeks. And then we've got the car to MOT, we've got what else? I don't know, something else broke. We were saying that must be like the 3rd thing that's broken now in the space of like 3 weeks. It's crazy. Anyway, Tracy's got a blanket on as well. Well, I actually have a blanket here in the office, and I put it on my legs when I'm sitting drawing because it gets so cold. Right, anyway, we need to get on. So, we want to see how we get on. You're laughing. Your husband turns the heating on, I sneak and turn it off. It's usually the other way around, that the wife turns it on and the husband turns it off. I know, I was used to do that at home with my mum and dad. Hopefully they're not watching. Anyway, right, let's crack on. So, before I start, I want to show you something brand new. This is literally, oh, my chair, I'm disappearing off my chair. My casters are running away with me. So this is literally just gone on the website. Burger Thursday. We never got the Burger Thursday. Yeah, he changed his mind. Yeah, changed his mind. So we decided it was a bit late. It was kind of like 8:30 before we left. You know, didn't really want to have a burger that late on a night. So these have just gone on the website literally about an hour ago. I loaded them there for you. So I've had quite a lot of requests from people asking if we had, or if we were going to do a nativity set to go with the recent collections. So I'm just grabbing these. So we have like our little church here from the Winter Kingdom collection. And these buildings, I don't know if you've noticed, there was a bit of a theme this year. So this could then be like, you could match all of this up and you could turn it into Bethlehem. You know, you can, you know, and get that kind of scene going. And I did think about doing a nativity at the time, but I thought, well, I don't know if people want that, you know. The whole religious thing is a bit funny. I know over in the States, you guys are a lot more religious than we are here in the UK. So, that's your Winter Kingdom collection there. But then, I've had so many people ask if we were going to do it. And the reason being, I'm just flicking, oh, where's it gone? Isn't it typical? I haven't got that stamp. So, going to work so well with the Muletide Wishes. The, do you know, I think Chris has stolen my stamps. The O Come All Ye Faithful, and obviously the Three Kings stamps. So it matches really, really well. So it's kind of in that kind of cartoony style. I can't even show you it very well. Let me show you. Can you see it properly? So you've got, grab some white card. In fact, let me just take the stamps. Oh no, I can't take it off the acetate. That's better. So you've got Mary and Joseph, you've got two little sheep here. And this is so hot for press, I don't even have the packaging for it yet. So these will dispatch next week, and this is stamp of the month. So we've made this stamp of the month, so half price. So this is coming in at $3.99, so 50% off. And we don't have a lot of these. Like with the last one with the autumn set, we just literally had enough. I think if you still haven't got that and you like it, I think there's literally 4 in stock or something like that. And we've got the same quantity of these, so this won't last long either, I don't think. So you've got, but look here, you've got 2 little mice here down at the bottom. They could be rats, but they're mice actually. And then you've just got a nice little, a little bird there with a little branch in his mouth. Little pine tree, not pine trees, palm trees. And then what I have done here, this is like a little building, and I thought that I had a space, and I thought these bits, because they're so small, what I would do is actually, let me just show you how I would use this. Let me grab a pen. So I would use this, and I would literally create my scene at the back. So I'd put my palm trees here like that. I'd have my palm trees, pretend I'm stamping these, and then look, this little I don't know, what do you call these? It's like, I don't know, it's like a little dome built. What am I looking at? I keep thinking of the Taj Mahal, but that's that's not what, it's like a mosque, isn't it? Or yeah, like a mosque. But yeah, that could actually sit there. If you look, it's just the right size to sit. And this is exactly why these 2 stamps are in here. So you could build your own little scene. And then if you actually went and got, where's the other ones? Oh, all mixed up, look. And so then what you could do is you could layer this stamp, and oh, here it is. Let me just grab this. I think somebody's been in my stamp box. So this one, then you could layer it here, look, and you could actually create this little scene, and then you could have them at the front there. Just ignore all these bits, but that's perfect size really for a 6x6 card. So if you do have someone religious that you like to make for, maybe it's an older person, maybe it's like your grandparents or an aunt or something like that, you know, like the older generation in the UK anyway, tend to be a little bit more religious than us youngsters. So, you know, and it's quite difficult, isn't it, to find a nice nativity that isn't, you know, just really boring. But you can create that little scene. I did it on purpose and sized it on purpose in my mind's eye. I was sizing it so that you could kind of go like that with your palm trees and that in the background. Or you've got that, and you've even got, don't forget, you've also, if you're going for a bigger card, you've also got your little stable here as well. So again, you could have that there and then actually put them on top there, and you know, you can create your 3 levels of interest on your card. So this is the nativity stamp of the month. So it's $3.99 half price whilst stocks last. Yet no, youngster, as if I'm young. Maybe 20 years ago. I know, I'm trying not to, I'm really tired. I've been up since 3:30 this morning, and it's a week of no sleep. So I'm actually anything could come out of my mouth tonight, I have to warn you, because you know, when it's like when you get tired, I feel like I'm getting a bit delirious. Right, okay, so make sure you grab that one. So because I goofed up and didn't print out the gingers to colour with my Copics, I could have done them in watercolours, but I know I promised Copics. So what I thought I'd do instead is, just, sorry, I'm rummaging around. Okay, so I thought we'd do a little game. So in my hand, these are all the holidays collection, because these are just what I've kind of got available here. If Doodles has actually left me any. I don't know what he's been doing with them. So I'm going to do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. So I'm going to, I thought what I would do is kind of shuffle, kind of flick like this. So we can't really see them. So I'm kind of going to go flick through them. And the first person that says stop, so you've got to type stop, and the first person that I see when I'm flicking, I'm going to close my eyes and then open them, and I'm going to let them go, and whatever falls on the top is the one that I'm going to use. Okay, so type stop. I'm not looking, and I'm going to go and flicking. I'm going to, is that a stop? No. Okay. It bleeps at me. So as soon as someone says stop. That one. Oh, little Rockin' Robin. Oh, do we have Merry Merry Christmas? Or actually, I think maybe what we've got to do is, right, I'm going to pick Rockin' Robin first. Okay. Someone type stop and I'll pick another one. Stop. Oh, this one, Donkey. Yay, I haven't had a chance to use him yet. Okay, right. So we're going to kind of try and create something using both these sets, basically. So we're going to, God knows what we're going to turn up with. Okay, right. So completely unplanned. So we've got Rockin' Robin and Little Donkey. So let me have a think. Let's see what we can do here. Might need to do a little bit of masking, I think. Yeah, let me. Oh, do you know? And I'm so unplanned. I haven't even got my acrylic blocks out or anything. Also, I'm not going to drag this out tonight, guys, because I'm so tired. I do need to go home. Where's my ink pad? Oh, I'm missing. Oh, there it is. Right, okay. So, what we'll do first of all, the first thing I want to do is we're going to create a little mask for our fence. Okay, so post-it note, I'm going to just ink that there. And do you know what I'm going to do? This is a little tip for you, look. I want to make a long fence. So let's actually stamp the fence as we want it. So this matches up this fence. And then another little tip, because we're going to actually cut this out, when I stamp these, I take 2 or 3 sheets at a time. Okay, because if you're going to cut it, then let's cut it all at once. And I just thought of something then. Okay, let me just do this again. So, oh, I've got my glasses on, that's why I can't see what I'm doing. So I'm going to just stamp that there. Stamp it again there. It doesn't need to be inked perfectly. Let's stamp it there. And then look, what we can do is, if we, this is what I was thinking, look, it had to happen, didn't it? It just had to happen. Can't be clean. I thought, I'll be clean. Oh no, I can't get my baby wipes out. Okay. I know I'm tired, I feel I'm that tired I can't get a baby wipe out the packet. Okay. Let me just clean that off before I get it everywhere again. Okay, so just to show you. So look, now I've actually extended that mask. Now so what I was saying was, if you take 3 sheets or even 2, and then this is nice and easy to cut out and mask. So we'll be able to kind of do a bigger fence. Do you know, where does the time go? It's 7:20 already. So look, can you see how I cut? So I'm trimming away, I cut all in the same direction, and then I go back in. Instead of having to mess around going round everything, just go in, and then those bits fall away. I know it's kind of like teaching your grandma how to suck eggs with cutting, but there's a lot of us that don't do much cutting. Now what I'm going to do, a little trick for you here is, because that middle piece is hard to get into, let's just cut right up one of the joins, and then it gives us the access to get in there. And it won't matter, because it just won't matter. It won't matter that they're not, that there's a gap in there. As long as you're just careful when you're doing it, it'll be fine. That was oh, I've cut a leg there. Oh no, I've got something else attached. I wondered why it felt a bit weird. Oh, I'm gonna have to take the cardigan off now. This heat is knocking me out. Right, let me get rid of all this. This I was about to swear then. I told you anything could happen. It's going to be following me around all over now. Okay, so we've now got our mask, but look, actually we've got 3 because we cut them all out at the same time, and it's such a time saver. For me, doing it that way is like a little game changer. So, you know, then you can just keep these. You've already got it cut when you want it next time. Okay, so excuse me while I blow my nose. So let's, now the only thing with that is you do need to line them up properly. So let me think, what are we doing here? I think what we'll do is we're going to have our little donkey, or our big donkey, and then we're going to have him on the fence, and we're going to have his little robin friend next to him, I think. So let's do this. And this fence is really cute, really nice. Now, obviously if I'm going to do this, I need to mask this top bit off here. So what I'm going to just do is let's position that on there. And obviously, so what I was going to say is that by doubling it up, obviously you kind of have to make sure that you stamp it the same way, really, because the overlapping might be in a different place. So just take a bit of care if you're going to do it as a double. Okay. And then we've got that one and that one. Okay. So now all we've got to do now is actually line up, and we can actually go as high or as low as we want on this. So I don't want to go too low. Now look, I've got a bigger space. I've got a bigger space from where I actually joined it. So there's a big space and a small space, and the small space was, if you notice, I actually went right up to match them up at the other side. So just take a little care when you're doing it, and it'll all work out fine. Hey, look at that, how cool's that? Slightly wonky, but never mind. Okay, so now we need to come and put our mask back on again. And you see what I mean? That's slightly off from where I positioned it. But you might be able to, yeah, we can actually just overlap that there, look, and it'll cover up anything that we don't want. Lost my tissue now. If I stay clean. Oh, someone's asking me about Versifying Clay. Do you know what? I've never used them. I can't even remember if I even have any. I keep wondering myself what the buzz is with Versifying Clay. I think I'm not sure. This Versifying is specific. It's pigment ink for fine details. I'm not sure about the clays. I don't know what the difference is. I'll be totally honest with you. I really don't know. So if anyone, I'm sure there are lots of people on here that use them. The mule is adorable. He is, isn't he? He's gorgeous. I love him. Absolutely love him to death. Now, a little Robin. Come on, Rockin' Robin. I'm going to have to do a little bit of cutting with these, I think. So he's going to sit just on top of the fence. Just ignore that, I'm gone a little bit wonky, but it's fine. And then on the robin, there's also a small robin here as well that's actually flying with a little envelope, which is so cute. I love it. So look, he can, now you can either have him sitting on the end, let's have him sat just on the end there. Let's take our fence off. Okay, so they're all masked perfectly. And then all I'm going to do is grab, and we need to just stamp a little donkey again. We just need to get his face. Oh, don't stamp on top of another piece of card, Nikky. That's what happens. Oh, and you can't see what I'm doing, sorry. Okay, so do we want any more stuff? What else is there on here with the stamps? Just whilst we're stamping, and then we'll do the colouring bit of this. You see, look, you've even got here, you've got a little manger there. So again, you could actually stamp that. Look, perfect size. And that, again, I forgot about that. I actually sized that manger, or I sized this stamp set to fit the manger. So you could actually either cut it out or again mask the manger and have it in front, because she's actually holding the little baby Jesus. So it was all very carefully planned. And we have November, December. We actually, I think we're gonna just, I'm on the wonk bit here, so I'm gonna have to carry on wonky. Oh look, I've done it again. Luckily I've noticed it that time. Okay, let me see, is there anything else here? Yeah, let's have, there's a little lantern which we're going to use, and just put that there. Okay, I love this set, really love this set of stamps. I think it's lovely. And Mr. Doodles, you've been ransacking my stamps. I don't have a camel or a 3 kings. So look, we've got fairy lights. Let's have them going that way. I just love scene building. I think it's so cute, and you know, you could just get lost in what you're doing, can't you? Right, I think that's enough. Don't think we need to do much more. So what are we going to colour these with? Let me see, what have we got? Oh god, I'm tripping over my cardigan now. I think I'm going to have to use, just because they're to hand. Oh, actually, we're going to use, I'm not sure I've got the right colours, but okay, I'm going to use a combination of my zig colours and my, in fact I'm not going to use my clean colours, because I prefer using those on watercolour card, and this is just normal cardstock I've boobed. Okay, so let's get a bit of water, which I haven't got. Let's grab a bit of that. I'm going to use a paintbrush. Okay, and we're just going to add just a little bit of colour, because it's nice and subtle. It's just a nice subtle kind of muted grey blue, and it's actually going to work really well with the donkey. It's a great colour for the sky. Okay, and then what else have we got on here? Got a nice tealy blue. We're just going to mix that in as well. So remember, I'm just on normal cardstock, this isn't watercolour, and just, you know, just be free. That's the best thing I can say to you, is just be free when you add in your colour. You know, obviously be gentle, but don't go, you know, don't go too mad with it. But you can see that, you know, I'm not, it doesn't matter, there's these gaps, it doesn't matter, it's watercolour. That's kind of how it needs to be, or how it's kind of, that's what watercolour looks like, basically. It's looking a bit purpley in there where it's mixing, and it has got some sort of purple tones kind of coming through, which is quite nice actually. So just get my markers out. If you wanted to, I kind of want a little bit more depth. Let's get more of this. This might have, yeah, it's just popping it a little bit more. Yeah, you can, that's what I love about watercolours, you can just keep adding if you want to. And just use the ink up. And then if you wanted to, like here, if we wanted it to get, you know, if we wanted to go down here, let's fade that out. So if we spray that quite a bit, don't want to do it too much, but it'll dry quite nicely. It's quite warm in here now, so yeah, it's warm after now that I'm like about to go home. Okay, so little robin, I'm about to knock everything over. So we've got our little robin. Now what I would say here is swatch. So if you're not familiar with the colours, I need to just grab a tissue or cloth. Just going to dry that off a little bit, just so I don't smudge. It'll be my hand that goes on it and smudges. So let's get our little robin coloured in. So quick. This is what I love about watercolours. They're just so nice and quick to use. In fact, I'm doing that and I don't really need to, but we'll colour this bit in down there. Okay, and then we've got a red, we've got a nice pinky, oh I do have a red, don't need to go far, it's a nice pinky red here. Wow, that's really bright. Let's give him a little red hat as well. Now I could be doing this direct, I don't know why I'm using my brush, because look. Now just need a bit of water, I haven't got any water with me, forgot. So now the other thing I do want to do, I need a yellow and I don't really have one to hand, but look, I've got my clean colour. So just going to grab my clean colour and then I'm going to blend this in, and it just gives him a little bit more warmth. And if you want to, you know, add just a bit more yellow. Because if you look, robins aren't really red, they're like kind of go into like that orangey kind of colour. Okay, so donkey. Now let me see, what colour are we going to do in? I really like this bluey grey colour. I think this is a really nice donkey colour. So just colour the same as if you were using your alcohol markers. And again, just use that. Now, because I've gone direct onto there, it's a bit harder to blend because I'm not using the watercolour card. And then we've got a nice warm brown here. So all we're going to do now, I'm not even going to try and cut out all these fiddly bits here, so let's just ignore them. In fact, I'm going to ignore his ears actually. We're going to decoupage his ears. Hopefully this is going to look okay. And because I'm decoupaging, I'm actually not leaving a white edge. I want it to look nice and neat. And sorry, I'm off. I keep forgetting to go off the camera. It's quite a long way over. So I do want a little bit of texture. So just cut into his little mane bit. Is it fetlocks? I can't remember what they're called. Anyway, his hair. If donkeys have hair. So just cut into those bits there because it's worth doing. It only takes a minute. It just gives you a little bit more texture. And what we'll do is we need to get his body quite dark under here. So we're gonna colour in his ears. And just blend that a little bit. And then now we can actually have him with his little face over the now I need to find some. Let me grab a bit of 3D foam. Trying to read some of your comments. The fairy lights are cute. Yeah. Oh yeah. Should we have a wobbler? I never even thought about having a wobbler. Let's have a wobbler. Oh, I love a wobbler. Good idea, whoever thought of that. Now, I did have some wire. Hang on. Hey. Okay. I knew there was a reason I brought some wire. Okay, so I've got some wire. So all we're going to do to create a wobbler is just wrap it. Oops. And we want it really tight. And then just push it all down so you're literally making a spring. Can you see? Who was that idea for a wobbler? Great idea. Okay, I think that's really springy, look. Okay, let's just snip that off. Out of the way. So now the trick with your wobbler is to make sure that you attach it properly or it'll come off. So what we'll do is we're gonna, and there's a way on, there's a direction for the spring. So I've got the wire there, look. So I'm gonna attach that with a bit of 3D foam. I don't need to take the foam off, and then what I do need to do is pull out the top bit, catch that underneath, and I do find that usually 3D foam is better for this. Look, I've got that, you see? Now it's looking like it's really sticking out, but I'm going to push it down. And then, oh, I've cut his ears off though, and it doesn't work with his, oh, I need to do another one. It doesn't work with his ears cut off. Where's it gone? I wish Chris would come in here and turn this heating off. I'm going to flake out in a minute, honestly, it's so hot. I've gone from being red hot, freezing, to red hot. Okay. Oh, I can't stamp for toffee tonight. What's going on? Okay. I'm trying to be clean and not stamp onto my mat. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, let's start again. So, where's my pen gone? I'm so disorganized. I don't like not knowing what I'm going to do. Or not, at least being not prepared. I wasn't prepared at all. So, let's have a bit of water on here this time. And it will actually help me colour. Sorry. Blue pen. I have to start shouting at me if I go off screen. So look how much nicer it is when you actually wet the paper first. It just works better. And then we had a little bit of brown. And then that darker, put a bit of that into his ears. And then we've got this dark brown here. And look, you can make him have, you can go right over his eyes if you want. It's be quite cute. So look, you know, give him more. Make him really have a lot of hair. Okay. Do you know, I was only thinking about wobblers earlier today. I was on a website where, and I was looking at, I was thinking about them and thinking, do people still make wobblers? I was looking to see if we can bring you some pre-made ones. So I can't believe that I didn't even think about it. Chris, can you please turn the heating off? I'm gonna flake out in a minute. I am. Honestly, I'm getting hot and bothered. It's gone from being like an ice box to 40 degrees. I'll tell you what I'm watching at the minute, guys. I'm watching Dubai Bling. Oh my god. Honestly, I'm only watching it for the houses, but they don't really show much. All they do is argue all the time. But it's quite entertaining that, you know, billionaires are jealous and fighting. It's ridiculous. Right, okay. It's taken a bit longer than I thought. So, okay. So now that's better. So look, we can make sure, just make sure that your spring is kind of sitting roughly on top of itself, because it's going to move if you don't. So, and do you know what else I'm going to do just before I do that? Because we've now put that on a wobbler, I want to also just colour. Just want to colour under there where I left it white, because we weren't going to see it before. Right, I will get this donkey's head on if I'm... oh, not cut them bits off, have I? Just take a bit of time to actually, with your cutting, just to make sure that it's all cut right. Or if not, go back in. It's a little tip for you. if it's a bit difficult, just go back in and colour those white bits off so that you don't have the white edges. It's a really good little tip, that one. Oh, God, honestly, I feel like I'm going to pass out. So, let's see, where does he sit? On there. Not quite. Oh, he's got a little lovely head. Oh, that's actually worked out really well. I like the fact that it's kind of a bit freaky. It's a bit... If you're going to do a wobbler, make it wobble properly. You know, like some of them barely move. Look at that one. It's carrying on. Carries on for ages. Aww. I maybe need to... See, I've ruined it now because I've... So cute. So all we need to do, we need to just colour in the little lights, and we're about done, aren't we? Oh, look at him moving. It's so cute. Oh, it's hilarious. Oh, thanks whoever's idea that was. You're a genius. Where's that yellow gone that I had before there? And I think I've got a green somewhere. Can't actually see where I'm going. That's it, okay. Oh, no, we've not done the fence, have we? So, actually, I don't like that colour brown. It's kind of quite green. It's a bit like, yeah, there's a Tim Holtz colour that's that colour. Frayed burlap, I think it is. And it's very green. It's like a very greeny brown. So don't forget to just colour in the fence posts. And obviously, you know, you've got a lot more time at home if you're going to do this. I need to just do his little, oops. This is why you need to do it before, make sure you colour before you stick him on there. Now, one last thing I want to do is I want to do his light. So, I just want to show you this one. So I'm gonna, in fact, I might just change my mind on what I'm gonna do there. Got a better idea. But this is the clean colour. So we're gonna sweep that around there. Actually, it's working. I've left my brush quite dry. So look, you can just sweep it around. So you're getting that light coming through. And what you could do, look, just dry brush a little bit just around the fairy lights. I don't know if that works or not, but just be careful not to smudge it too much. Now, here he is. You can see, I mean, to be honest, I would glue that because you've got, whoops, because you've got that foam there. I would be tempted, if it was me, to actually use glue gel there. And it is kind of, it is a bit off center. I need to just, I would position, I mean, you can pull that out, but the thing is, if you pull it out, it's quite hard to get it really tight and in a straight line. It tends to go kind of like a bit off center. It's starting to drag down a bit now. You can pull it up a bit. Oops. I actually had my wires a little bit too long, but in real life it's hard for you to see, but I think in real life when you're looking at it that way on, I mean, it just wobbles so well. It's just so cute, isn't he? Oh, look at him. I just love that. Oh, thanks for that idea. That's just fab. Love it. So look, just to show you how far he is a long way off the front of the thing. So you can see I've had to bend it. So my wire's a little bit long. So just shorten your wire a little bit and play around with it. But I do love him. I think look, he's still wobbling. Got a little wobble head going on. It's just so funny. Woo. Right, that's it. We're done. So that wasn't bad, was it? For an eeny, meeny, miny, mo, or whatever we called it. So we've got grab and go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That was. Okay, so do I have a giveaway? Yes, I do. Oh, let me just. Where's my camera gone? Hey, I better look. I'm sweating. Okay, camera. No, not camera, giveaway. So I'm going to give away a nativity stamp. So this is the first one. I haven't even used it yet. So let me see who is here. I'm going to randomly, oh, lots of comments today. I'm going to just randomly scroll, shut my eyes, randomly scroll. I'm right at the top. Okay. I'm going to give it 2 flicks on my mouse. 1, 2. Okay. Tracy Hogan, you've won. So Tracy Hogan, well done. First person to get online as well. So one of these is winging its way to you. So can you email me, website at polkadoodles.co.uk, with your snail mail address, not your email address, your snail mail address, and I'll get that in the post to you. It'll probably go Monday, but that'll be coming to you. So don't forget, everyone, this is the new nativity stamp of the month for November, and it's half price, so it's only £3.99 for this stamp. So just grab that, because like I said, there's not many, and that is not going to get reordered. So considering we're coming right up to Christmas and we've got November, December, I think that's going to go. So if you want that one, make sure you grab it. So we need to name him, don't we? Look, his head's falling down a little. We need to name him. Oh, I think he's a Frank. Do you think he looks like Frank? Not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with anybody called Frank, but he just looks like he might be a bit of a Frank to me. So from me and from Frank the donkey, I hope I've answered all your questions. I don't know if there was anything on there. Yeah, the Rockin' Robin, he could be in, yeah. I think that's right. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back next week. I'll be a bit more organised next week. Hopefully I won't be quite so tired. That pad, that 3D foam's really annoying me. I would definitely put glue gel on there. Anyway, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Have a great weekend. And I will definitely see you next week, if not before. Anyway, that's me over and out. I'm away to go do some shopping, then I'm home. I can't believe I've been up since 3 o'clock. I'm so tired. Right, yeah, I hope I have a good, I think I will. I think I won't be able to get up in the morning. Right, okay. Have fun. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye for now.